sit on down with it. Good evening. How's it going, fellow porch pickers? I know y'all been practicing that lick. It's a fun lick. Today we're going to talk about, or actually we're going to try experimenting with some capos. If you don't have a capo in your possession, or a capo, however you want to call it. I call it a capo, but everybody else might call it a capo. Sir, it's called a capo. But anyway, a capo here. It's a pretty cool tool. Like myself. Well, this job here is this tool. Don't be ashamed of using this. This is not a cheater or anything. I've heard a couple times that it's called a cheater. You know, and things like that. No, it's just making it a little bit easier to change the keys and have fun, and you know, just takes the guesswork out of fingering positions and playing chords a certain way to get the keys. Yes, you don't need a capo. You learn the other ways, but I play with a capo. Now this capo here, I got it on the 3rd fret. Now, most misconception about these as well as and I've always would hear it too, that these don't change the tuning. These are not tune changers. These are just key changers. Like right now we're in open G. We're in the key of G. If you were to go here to the 1st fret, we'll be in the key of A flat. A, B flat. Now your 5th string, you could go about that one of three ways when you get ready to change the keys with your capo. Say I'm on the 3rd fret, I'm on the key of B flats. Well, I got to bring that 5th string up the pitch. Now I've always had the bad luck when it came to that. I would break the string, always. It would always break the string. I've had the bad luck with that. But I got these railroad spikes in here. I don't recommend putting them in unless you know what you're doing. I didn't know what I was doing. That's why I make this recommendation. I did this years ago when I first got this banjo, and I seen it on YouTube because I kept breaking the string, and I did the pin capo, which works great. If you got a pin at the house, just take a big pin, take the cap off of it, cut you a notch in it. It'll slide up and down. You might, but keep in mind, the further you get up here, the looser the capo is going to be. It's not able to hold much tension on it. It's got to push up on the string pretty much. The higher it goes, because obviously the strings are lifting up off the fretboard, the higher it goes. But I would always break a string, and so I thought these would be the easiest way to go. But you got to pre-drill the holes, and I didn't have a drill bit really small enough to fit. Well, they work just fine now, except I got them lined up wrong. They sit like the A, like for the one when I go in that key of A, right here on the 7th fret. I got the rubber spike down a little bit. Was pushed the 5th string in a slant, so I got to tune down to match the pitch on the 3rd string. It's always going to be sharp. Whenever I put it in there, I know it's going to be sharp. And I know that. I mean, I know my banjo pretty good. This one's okay. Never really had to retune that one down. I got 3 of them in it total. And here on the 9th fret is when I'm in the key of B, up here. When I'm on the 9th fret, and it too is sitting kind of low as well. Now, since I didn't have a drill bit, a little bit. When you get a drill bit, you want them a little bit smaller than what you're putting in there to kind of give it a nice snug fit, or it's going to pull out with the string. And you're not, and I'm not supposed to drill all the way down. You're supposed to drill just a little bit just to get the hole started, and then take a rubber mallet and just. Now, I ain't gonna tell y'all how to do it because I did it probably wrong. I'm gonna stop now. So my advice is, if you want to use the railroad spikes, they are out there. Research them if you want to use them to help with changing the keys and stuff. And if you have them, or you can tune it. If you don't have the misfortune that I had to breaking a string, go ahead, you can tune it to pitch. But if you're going to take it to a music shop, your local music shop, I'm sure that somebody on hand would know how to put these in. Somebody that's certified knows what they're doing. So that's my advice. And then there's also a rail capo, and it would go right here on the side of your fingerboard, and you would just slide it up and down wherever you wanted it, and you screw it in place. And when you screw it, it will actually lift up on the string and change the pitch that way. But right now I'm in the key of B flat, which I think for a lot of bluegrass numbers, they like it in the key of B flat. It's a beautiful key. I love the key of B flat. When I play the Jed Clampett, and I don't really say that's the key. I'm not designating a song with a specific key. I just experimented until I found the key that I like that song in. It's not necessarily the key that Foggy Mountain Breakdown is going to be played in the key of B flat, and things of that nature. It's not really a strict policy here when it comes to doing this. You just experiment, find the key of the song that really reflects the moment that you want to be in, pretty much. For let me slide this up to B here. Take that out of there. Put that in that reference plate. Experiment with it. These are pretty fun to mess around with. But it's not really all that I wanted to talk about in this lesson. How many minutes am I up to? I try to keep these at about 15 minutes. I don't edit these. These videos, when you see them, they're in their raw form. As soon as I record them, I don't edit them on any computer. I'm recording these on my phone. So, I'm lazy that way. Some people got a good production. Some people have low production. I've got no production. I don't know if that sounds bad. To pass the savings on to you. But anyway, what I want to go over today in this lesson is we're going to focus more on some phantom hammer-ons, cascading hammer-ons in this lesson. What I'm doing there is not difficult. You just staying with the rhythm. If you just keep a steady rhythm and just play within the pocket, that's easy. When you hear it slow like that, do you see where everything fits together? When a cascading or a phantom hammer-on, what that really means is you're not really striking the string that the hammer-on is occurring on. You're actually striking, I'm actually striking the second string in this instance. That's where my strike, my downbeat is happening. The phantom hammer-on, first part of it, part A, is happening on the third string, second fret. See? If you're doing that and you still haven't been able to achieve that, look at how your banjo's set up. Look at how you're approaching it. Your chances are you're probably doing something wrong. Take a step back. Look at how you're approaching it. As your banjo's set up, you got a nice low action. I'm playing with a light gauge string. The highest I'd probably go, this is my choice, would be a medium string. I wouldn't go any higher. For easy play, not a whole lot of effort here. Until when you get you lower your action on your banjo, I usually take this turnbuckle here in the back, and it tilts the neck back and forth, and it lowers the string on this. Now, if you do that and your strings are still kind of above it, check your neck straightness. You can have a bow in the neck, and there's a truss rod up here you can turn that'll straighten that neck out. Look at those. Look at how your banjo's set up. So we're going to do that practice today. I got a few minutes left. We're going to do that practice today. Strike on the second string. Phantom hammer on the second fret, third string. Strum thumb. Now you're going to do strike on the second string again. Hammer on the fourth string, second fret, strum thumb. Put it together. Play with me. Ready? 1, 2, ready, go. Phantom hammer-on or cascading, what do you want to call them? There's a couple names out there for them. But I like them because they can throw in some random syncopations within your rhythm. Kind of give it that banjo drive that you kind of associate with a three-finger roll. You can throw those in there. And a lot of times you can make it mimic the drop thumb. That really associated with the old-time style claw hammer that everybody is kind of religious about. Oh, you got to teach drop thumbing, drop thumbing. A lot of the claw hammer stuff that you see on YouTube and stuff, they do in the drop thumbing. Really, you could just do that, achieve that with just some hammer-ons here and there, and you know, from phantom hammer-ons. And I'm fixing to probably get a lot of feedback on that. What I just said, boy, how dare you? Really, I had no need for the drop thumb. But and when you get that down, you can also come up to the third fret, third string, and throw in some blues, you know, make it sound a little more bluesy. So give that a try. It's real simple. That's why I ain't going to spend too much time on it. Alright, it's so slow. Take your time. Don't go for speed. Go for familiarity. Then when you get familiar with it, pick it up. And you notice I'm not really playing a strum there. I'm kind of laying back on the strum. That's just how my hands fall into the groove. I don't ever question what how my body has come to learn how to play this instrument. It's just falling into its own involuntary reactions to it. And so were yours. Don't argue with that. Just go with it. Go with it. Like with my pull-offs, remember I told you, mine wants to push off. Most everybody else will pull down, but my hands, they want to push the string up. Don't know why. My hand just automatically does that. I never questioned it because it works. I mean, whatever works for you, do it. Alright, until next time, my name is Matt Johns. Thank you so much for clicking on. And be sure to check out our Facebook page for my guitar shop. They're on sale on Reverb, really, but my guitar shop I got on Facebook has the links to where the guitars are sold. I don't really sell them on Facebook. I don't really try to sell them on eBay either. And Facebook has a whole lot of problems with that kind of stuff. But be sure to check it out, though. You can get there to get the links to the Ibanez Acoustic. It's still up for sale. If you ain't had a chance to hear that guitar in action, I got a somewhat decent demo. That guitar is begging for somebody better than me to play it. So please be that person. Check it, it's in my video list. Go down. Ibanez Acoustic Guitar Demo, I think is what it's called. And there's also, right below that one, the Rosen Acoustic Guitar Demo. Check both the guitars out. Facebook.com/StrangerStrings22. And there you'll find the links to where those guitars are sold. And got a good price on them. So I dubbed the Ibanez the orphan. Because I had to work on that thing. It was a hot mess when I got it, and but it's got a whole lot of life left in it. Structurally, it was better. I mean, it was really well. It just looked like it was shoved off in somebody's closet with, you know, wet towels. I don't know. They wet towels in their closet, whatever. It was pretty nasty. It hadn't been in there for a long time. So help me out with my guitar conservation. Check out those instruments today. Practice this. And I'll see you next time. Goodbye and keep playing, guys. Turn it off.